Morning, guys. Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training, and Duk-ie. Come on, Duk-ie. Good boy. Up. Good boy. Good. That's my boy. Good. Duk-ie. I see. Now we'll start him out on the equipment, but I'm going to take that away. We're going to be doing a lot more of our healing today. Kusha. Good. Yep. Good boy. Get him warmed up a little bit, huh? You good boy. Good. Wanting the food? Good boy. Good. Trying to phase out. Nope. Phase out my body spatial pressure because I don't need it as much, but trying to keep him on the bowl at the same time is a little tricky. Yep, good boy, good. Good boy. Now, for you guys that don't understand what this bowl is all about, and maybe you're just first starting to watch me and you're not studying dog training, you don't know about it. It's called back end awareness. Dogs have a very keen awareness of their front end. They go chasing after the rabbit, whatever, and they'll work their way through a bush. You never see them hit their front end. The reason is because they've got whiskers, and that tells them, and their front end is what it's all about, going after their prey. The back end, though, they don't have any much awareness about it at all. And to get all these little fancy tricks of getting the dog to spin, be at my side and all that, we call it back end awareness. And that's what we're doing in the bowls. Duk-ie, Duk-ie. Yes, good. And what I'm doing right now is kind of turning the park here into a, hear me talking about neutral lab, things that are less distracting. The more I come out here, pretty soon this will all be blasé, as long as I don't have any heavy distraction next to me. And I'm usually out here in the morning. Good. Nope. Yes, good boy, good. There you go. Good. All right, so let's go ahead and take our table away. Nope. And our bowls. And we're going to get into our healing at our side. I should have brought a 6-foot for this because it's a little easier to handle than my long line. Nope. Come on, Bubba's. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Good. So I'm going to do this. And I'm going to break into ball play pretty quick because I'm trying to also teach him 2-ball. We started that switching. You saw that video last night that I put out. I was doing the 2-ball on the straps, right? And switching them from one ball to the other. And it's all the same thing. You think about it. You're asking the dog to let go and come to something else. Let go and come to something else. It's our preliminary teaching the dog to out. It's a lot easier to teach the dog to let go of something if you're not sitting there and wanting to take it away from him. If you try to take it away, he's going to hold on even more and want to fight. So we actually use that. We actually pull on it, keep that prey alive, keep him fighting on it, and then the prey dies, and I ask him to switch to the next one. The next one comes alive. He starts learning that because that's what he wants. He wants the fight. He wants the activity. Okay, that being the case, he's going to drop that dead object, and we start talking about dead prey. And we'll talk about that. I've got some videos coming out on some bite work I did with him, and one of my video editing guy is going to try to spruce it up a little bit. And we'll post that, and we're talking about spitting dead. Spitting dead is nothing more than when the prey item goes dead, he's supposed to spit it and come up for more. And we do that for a lot of reasons. We'll get into it more as we go along. But it's called spitting dead. And I start that from a young age with a lot of different contexts, different areas that teach the dog what I'm after. And there's a reason for it. There's a method of the madness. We'll get into it later on as we go along. Good. Good. Yeah. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. Good. Yes. Good boy. Good. Good. There you go. Yes. Good boy. Okay, we're going to do a lot of this today. We just started this yesterday, remember? We just started him learning to come up to this hand. I've got a whole handful of food here. Good boy. Good. There you go. Good boy. Good. A little bit too much exuberance. Come on. Which is fine. He's a puppy. So I've just got to figure out where his state of mind is at and get his state of mind into a different place. Duk-ie. Good. I might start doing Duk-ie right away. Nope. Good. Come on. Good boy. Good. Yeah, yeah, go. Nope. Nope. Went down the wrong pipe, huh? Yeah, good boy. Yes. Yes. Now I'm going to start doing a little bit more hang time on that. So I'll do my click and then maybe a little bit of pause. Intermittent. Sometimes it'll be right there. Sometimes it'll be more of a pause. He's got to learn to wait. That click means food is coming, right? Good boy. Good. Duk-ie. Duk-ie. Good boy. Good. That's my boy. Good. Yes. Right now, it's kind of, I'm doing drive building. I want him to want this food. So I'm holding it And I don't know if you guys can see this, I'll try, but I've got a whole handful of food in my hand. And I lock it with my thumb. We'll go over it some other time, but you lock it with your thumb. The dog can smell it. He wants it. And then when you want him to, you let go of that thumb. And I can usually let 1 or 2 pieces go at a time, so I can have a pretty big handful here. Duk-ie. Good boy, good. And then he's there. He wants it. He's not getting it. That's why he's pushing. I want him pushing into my hand. Okay? I don't want him just to be lackadaisical about it. I'm trying to build drive towards that food. So I'll lock it and I'll tease a little bit. I'll do whatever I can to try to bring up drive towards this food. Nope. I'll do things like starve him the night before. Not every night. He's a puppy, so he gets fed twice a day right now. And coming up on 6 months of age. And sometimes I'll go ahead and skip a meal and I won't feed him at night and I'll feed him the next morning. And I can't do that every night because you're going to take him off his rations, but hey, you, good boy. Nope, good. Yes, good boy. Notice how he flipped right into it? I'll play on that. Nope, nope, nope. That's one of his first corrections, guys, whether you realize it or not, that no, I'm robbing him of food. He's not getting what he wants. He wants the food, and I tell him no, and I correlate it with him not getting the food till he does the right thing, and then I say yes, and I click, and I release it. Or I just release the food into his face with timing, right? So that gives him, that starts to get him to understand the no means he's not getting his food. He wants that, now that becomes a negative marker. And it's very light. There's no correction involved with it, but there is. There's a light correction of robbing him of food. And robbing him of food is one of the best things to do, robbing him of his reward as you go along. As long as you condition the dog to understand that. And that's what we're going to do as we go along. So, hey, you, what are you chewing on? No. What do you got? No. Bad dog. Good. One of these little seeds off the tree. Good boy, good. All right, you ready? Ready? Oh, yeah. Good boy, good. Yeah. Good boy, good. Good boy, good. Remember, this is only the second day he's done this. So I'm just now starting to set the pace where his head's at, getting his head up. After a while, you always have his head up and he's going to end up having his muscles kind of stay in that position. Just like you would set the muscles on a horse when you set the horse muscles on a horse's neck. They have a whole method of doing that. Reminds me of that. It's similar to that. They actually tie them back on horses. Most of them have a genetic stamp and predisposition to be shaped that way, but at the same time, with a lot of breeding over the years with horses, horse breeding, and the different breeds that they're using for these type of structure that they're using the horses for. I mean, the gait you see in some of these horses is breed related, but it's also got to be trained. Nope. Good. There you go. Good boy. He's wanting to sniff to the ground. I was just doing little taps upwards till he realizes it's not comfortable to go down. He wants to stay up. After a while, positive and negative sets in. Nope. Nope. Here. Yes. Good boy. Good. Good boy, good. Oh, yeah, good boy, good. Good boy, good. Yeah, good boy, good boy. Good boy, good. Now, see what I've got? Yes, that over-exuberance and the double hap's not what I want, but remember, this is only the second day. We just started this. Good. Now I'm going to flow into some other things. Couche. Good. Good. That was enough of the healing, and then I'm going to go into ball play. Good. He doesn't really understand good yet. Good, but he will. And I haven't started clocking him yet. I'm just kind of doing that little bit of a hop out front and saying good and dropping it between his legs, because the first thing is to teach him that good means it's going to go between his legs. That anchors him. Good. Good. And that becomes your duration marker, right? We've got no, good, and yes we're out to teach him in his first start of his lexicon. His vocabulary is going to be that each one of them means something. Yes is a terminal bridge marker. It means the behavior's done and you can come in to drive, and usually that's what I do it. Duk-ie? Yep. Good boy. And I move and I go backwards. So either I say yep or I say yes, but they're both kind of the same thing. But the dogs do distinguish between the P and the S, believe me, because you're saying it with different inflection. Duk-ie. Good boy, good, yes, good. Yes, good. Food comes to him, right? Nope. Well, for good, for sure, but yes, a lot of times he'll be coming into drive and going towards me. It means the behavior's over with and you can come to me. Uh, the good duration marker means stay where you're at, and I go to him, And it ends up being your duration marker that teaches him is stays, and also it'll start meaning to him, you're doing the right thing, keep it up. And that's what a duration marker is. You're trying to get longevity out of whatever behavior, and you build it in that way with time and how we build it. It starts with going into his down, couché, good. Me out front, a little bit of, and then good. And there's a time level there, whether you realize it or not. There's almost a 30-second time level. Good. And the repetition of that same time level locks them into the time level. And as time goes along, they're very aware of time level, by the way. You start to stretch that time level. You start to put more and more on him. And after a while, he starts to learn what time level is all about. Good. And he starts to look for that time level. And that's what you want in the beginning. And then he's going to make mistakes based on the fact when you try to stretch it. Good. Now, let me see if I can clock him. I don't think I can. Which clocking is when I go around the dog's body. I'm going to go to here. Good, because I know the dog's probably not going to hold. So why do something he's going to have failure to? Why not start it with a positive and have no failure? He's got to slouch down. Well, I'm not going to worry about this stuff now that much. But I can by stretching him up. There he is in a nice front, and I'm going to praise here on the back of his back. Good. Body praise. This is his positive. I've got it locked, and I'm making him stay there for a little length of time by just kind of feeding one little piece at a time until all my food's gone. Good. Later, I'll actually put in a correction of a light jab in the thing. It doesn't feel good. He's rolling over onto his haunches. He'll be here, and right when he pops up, there comes that positive praise and out to the front with the food, which makes him want to stay there because he's getting the food the whole time. He's getting positive, and that's what I'm talking about when I start talking about positive and negative. Everything's a balance, right? Yin and yang and everything we do. Everything's about balance. Yes, good. 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 Duk-ie. Duk-ie. And there's my hand signal for it. Nope. Duk-ie. Good. Good boy. And then I'm going to go into some ball play. So I want to get him sitting first. Good. So I get some behavior that I want. We're going to say good. Nope. Good. I'm going to leave him in a sit. I kind of tapped him upwards. Good. Duk-ie. Good. Duk-ie. Get it, get it, get it, get it. And there's his marker for that, which is get it, get it, get it away from me. And then yes, into me, which means usually on balls on a strap. He's never seen these. Yesterday I started with these. Duk-ie, solte, yes. Good boy. Good boy, Duk-ie. Good boy, good. Duk-ie, solte, yes. Good. Good boy, Duk-ie. Good boy. And this is easy. Duk-ie, yes. For him, because his parents already started this. They already had an out command. I don't know how they did it, but I'll talk to him about it. But it's really cool. Solte, yes. They did a real good job. He drops right away when he hears it. Good boy, good boy. Good boy, Duk-ie. So I want to balance again, right? He's wanting to drop it right when he comes back. I don't want him to. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to grab the ball. I'm going to play with him a little bit. Good boy. Good. Yeah, good boy. Because we're going to be going into a lot of roughhouse with this. Oh, good boy. I want him to keep a hold of his bite, right? Good, good. Then I'll go to the ball. Let that die. Duk-ie, solte. Yes. Good boy. And then right away, the next ball. So sometimes you got to create it, but the science, the application of what you're trying to teach the dog is consistent. He's dropping it right away because he's so used to it. Solte. Yes. Good boy. Which is great. He's got a great balanced disposition. I really like old Duk-ie. Duk-ie's going to do good. Little possessiveness. Duk-ie. Solte. Good. Yes. Good boy. Good. And that's a game he started. That's all right. We'll balance it, like I said. All right, that's pretty much it, guys. Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training. Building the dog. We're going to grow old Duk-ie. He's going to grow. Talk to you later.